From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Cascade Paint and Supply is Reading's oldest family-owned paint store, established in 1953. We are the largest Dunn Edwards dealer in the nation, and most of our products are made in the U.S. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff are ready to answer your questions and help you today.
Hello everyone, I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger. A quick afternoon update here. You know, it's going to be cooler going into the weekend. You're going to notice it today. You're really going to notice it this weekend, and even more so by the time we go into next week. And speaking of next week, yeah, that taste of fall. Temperatures dropping down to the low 80s in the valley. Now, this weekend, looking at a little bit of a kink in the forecast as we go into tonight and tomorrow. There are parts of the mountains that could see some showers and possible thunderstorms. More on that a little bit later. There's also next week showers and possible thunderstorms, with the valley possibly getting a few raindrops as well. Let's talk about that in a little bit more detail in your forecast here. But there you can see your neighborhood forecast for today, mainly dry. Now, Modoc County, you'll notice no rain. If we see anything, it'll be mainly in eastern Modoc County, east of Highway 395. Taking a quick look at your fire weather outlook and your risk for today, sponsored by Garmin's Tractor Service. You've got those dew points, those relative humidity levels, that is, in the mid to upper teens, 13% for Reading. And we're mainly in the moderate category for that fire weather risk. That's good. We want it, the lower we can get it, the better. And we're actually seeing it lower even more on Saturday. That all being said, it's still going to be warm. It's still going to be dry, so we still can't let our guard down during the fire season. The smoke is mostly being produced by the Dillon, Log, and Blue fires in western Siskiyou County. That pushes to the east through the afternoon, and then it kind of settles in and retreats back to the west as we go into the overnight and early morning hours before we see kind of that same situation. The plumes of smoke develop and they push to the east into central Siskiyou County. All right, so your satellite image, we've got an area of low pressure to our west, a weak disturbance, but it's going to do a couple of things, and it's going to help to drop our temperatures down, but also there may be enough moisture associated with it that we could see a stray sprinkle, a light shower, maybe even a thunderstorm for parts of Northern California. Let's take a look at that. So you can see this afternoon, Futurecast doesn't want to show anything now for eastern Modoc County, but I'd say this. I'm thinking that as you head east of Highway 395, so say Alturas eastward, there will be a chance for some possible showers and thunderstorms popping up. But again, as you can see here on Futurecast, not the case, right? But, you know, too close for comfort. I certainly think that could be the case here. Then we go into tonight. That's where things get a little interesting. Look at this. The flow is going to bring in a little bit of shower activity in parts possibly late tonight, early tomorrow morning in Lassen and maybe even Modoc counties. But then our attention focuses to the west of that in Trinity County. Look at Trinity County and western Siskiyou County Saturday afternoon around 3 p.m. See a weak disturbance passing through, a stray shower, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. And that continues really through the afternoon into the evening hours. But then by Sunday, that's all over with. And then by Sunday morning, it looks like we're kind of staying fairly dry even for Sunday afternoon. It's not until Monday that we'll be talking about some rain entering the picture here and into at least the middle of next week. But there's a look at your forecast for today. Temperatures around 90, give or take, for the valley. It's cooling off. 80s, even some 90s for the mountains, and mid to upper 60s for the coast. We take a look at tonight. It's cooling off, right? Look at the valley, around 60, give or take, right? 40s, 50s for the higher elevations, and mid-50s for the coast. All right, so let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Starting off with the valley. Again, I put the chance in there for Tuesday. Here's the thing. Forecast models have been all over the place with next week's rainfall. That's the bottom line. Models over the last few runs, I'm just not seeing anything impressive, even for areas that have the best chance for rain. So I would say Reading, maybe Monday late afternoon, evening, Monday night. But overall for the valley, the best chance will be Tuesday. And then as we go into Wednesday, Thursday, those chances diminish, but you'll notice much cooler. Now for the coast, the chance for rain comes in Monday, Tuesday, drying out Wednesday, Thursday. This is the same thing for inland. There's that chance for Weaverville, by the way, in Trinity County in general on Saturday. Showers, possible thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday, and it may linger on until Wednesday as well. Now for Siskiyou County, again, western central Siskiyou County, maybe a chance for a stray shower or thunderstorm tomorrow on Saturday. For Alturas, maybe this afternoon, but mainly Alturas eastward. West of that, mostly dry. And then we've got a chance for thunderstorms for Siskiyou County Monday, but we're going to have to hold off until Tuesday for Modoc County and the Eastern Mountains by the time we get into Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. All right, that's your afternoon update. We'll take a deeper dive look at the forecast, latest look at the forecast model data, and what we can expect as we go through the weekend and next week. That's all coming up at 6 o'clock this evening. Until then, have a great rest of your day.
Barr & Mudford is a top, established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.